Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Zim's Video Journal. This is episode 60 right here from the Closet Studio. Thanks for joining. This is where I talk about everything that went down in my musical and artistic world this last week. Got a couple of things to talk about. The podcast with the W Lovers. Excellent podcast. I remember at the time of recording it, I was feeling like it was very randomized, and when the conversation, I was worried about how it would feel, the flow of it would feel when listening to it. I was worried a little bit about I was worried a little bit about the fact that I have this arc to the conversation usually. It's like this kind of backstory arc part, and then I go into current places, and then I go into future goals. That's kind of my arc, and we kind of hit that arc really quick within the first 20 minutes, at least with Floor. We had that, and so the conversation went in a different place, and so I was trying to basically stay relaxed with it and keep it rolling and not get too worried about where it was going to go. And it turned out to be an excellent podcast. I listened back to it a few times because I enjoyed how it worked out really well. And then the cool part about it too, the really cool part for me was the fact that we recorded them playing live, which I was kind of apprehensive about, and I wasn't sure if it would work out, but I just kind of room mic'd them, and I think it sounds great. I'd love to hear what you think if you heard it, and what you think about it basically, because I could see my wheels are already going. Man, wouldn't it be cool to do that on the regular and then put some kind of like compilation playlist together with all these recordings that came out of Word on the Street in the Closet Studio. So I don't know. Those are some ideas with the W Lovers podcast. Those guys are awesome, playing all around, so check them out. The next thing to mention is what I've started. I'm with all my outlets. Last week at the open mic, I started this thing I'm calling the Local Music Challenge, kind of settling into that term. Hashtag Local Music Challenge. And at the open mic, I said to everybody that was there, I'm challenging you all to download one song per week, or of a local artist. And one of the main reasons of doing that is to get people to put this music somewhere where they'll give it an intentional and honest listen. Whereas oftentimes most people don't have, studio monitors hooked up to their computer. They have just their speaker on their laptop or I don't know. Not only is the audio quality usually not that good, but also the fleetingness of it is there. They're not really resting into the songs and saying, I'm gonna really listen to this. They're scrolling down their Facebooks and their Twitters and clicking links and making these instantaneous decisions on things, which, is important as an artist. You want to be able to grab somebody really quickly. But at the same time, I don't know how many times you've listened to a song that you didn't like on the first listen, and then after listening to it for a while, you end up really liking it. And that happens to me a lot. And usually the songs I like the most are like that. The songs that I'm not sure about it in the first couple listens. As I kind of listen to them deeper, I'm like, wow, this is really good. So that's what I'm hoping people will do with local music. They'll download it, put it somewhere where they'll listen to it on the regular, put it in a playlist. I don't know, the way I organize my iPod, I rarely ever listen to songs like selectively throughout my iPod or on random on the iPod. I make playlists, and I'll listen to those playlists, and as new songs come into my life, I'll put them in a playlist. So that's the way I do it, and then I listen to those. That's the most often way I listen to music. So I encourage you to download something local and put it in a playlist. And how I'm letting you access that is I'm going to use the Substation Open Mic Facebook page as my starting point. When I decided to do this, I was thinking of the open mic, but then I'm realizing I'm going to start talking about it on all my outlets. That's why I'm calling it Local Music Challenge, and I'm going to use the hashtag Local Music Challenge as well. And I want people to tell me who they downloaded, or the world really. Tell everybody who they downloaded. Use that hashtag Local Music Challenge, especially if you're on Twitter and Instagram. You can use it on Facebook, but from what I understand, I'm not sure how hashtags work completely, but I know they work really well on Instagram and Twitter. but we could just use that as a way to, you know, consolidate all these ideas. But I threw down the challenge, and of course, TBASA answered the call, but he answered it big time. So check this out. I'm gonna splice in a recording that TBASA sent me, a video of how he took the local music challenge.
Yo, Zim, I don't mean to one up you, but your little music challenge thing, I'm gonna do something even better. I know you can't believe it. I'm gonna listen to CDs in my car on a road trip that I'm going to pick up Pauline over in Port Townsend. And I'm gonna do local bands because no better way to support a local band than to buying their CD at the show. That money goes directly to them. So first up is Crypto Bebelum. I can't ever pronounce it, but they're local, they're cool. I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen to Spencer Carlson's The Universe is Screaming. I'm gonna listen to Champagne Honeybee No Love Songs. And I'm gonna listen to Sarah Pacius, The Lines Describing a Face. And the new Purgato, which is in my bag. Huntsy, it's not always about you. I know it's hot. So anyways, yeah, up to challenge, y'all.
As you know, he kind of went above and beyond the Call of Duty. I just want people to go 1 minute, one song is all I'm really asking for. I mean, people like TBASA and I that are kind of entrenched in the local scene, of course we're gonna have a lot of music that we can access. He advocates buying the physical copy. I'm like, you know, I understand what I believe. Us as artists and musicians, we have to serve people where they are more than making them come to us. We have to go to them. It's just the nature of the way the culture of life is right now. Online, you know, people are making content for where people are. YouTube, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. So I'm making it easy for where people are is online. They can download one song is all I require. And like I was mentioning before, I'm starting with the Substation open mic as the starting point for this. And every week I'm gonna pick out some song I like and put it on there as a help for you if you are not familiar with accessing the local scene and how to find these things. I'll at least have one song that you can check out and download. And it's not all about paying. That's not even important to me, whether or not you're buying the music. What's important to me is that you're listening to it. You're giving it an intentional listen, and hopefully, you know, trying to seek out new music that you can become fans of is really what I'm going for, more than just, you know, the financial aspect of it all. Because there's lots of local artists, including myself, that put their music online for free downloads. So that's where it is. So anyways, that's what's important to me. So do it. Check it out. Check out some local music. Go to the Facebook open mic web Facebook page. I'm kind of tongue-tied. I'm doing this in the morning. I haven't quite woken up yet, I think. But go to facebook.com/substation open mic, and that's where you can start this process, this journey with us. All right, so that's that. The last thing I want to mention, since this video journal is about my artistic life, really, I mean, the bulk of them, 90% of them have been about music related because that's really where I invest most of my energy in. But I'm starting a new project, a new thing that's on the artistic side of things, maybe more so. And I'm creating a purse, essentially, a clutch that I'm making. And this is my designer name is Alexander Thomas. I'm going by, but it's a clutch that I plan on selling. So you'll see it online soon. My sugar skull, I designed this sugar skull, and I don't know. I'm just trying to create something that I can sell and make some money off of, and kind of transition. See if I don't know. See what can be created. But this is it. This is the first production sample. I made a bunch of kind of just random samples out of random fabric, but I bought all the material I need. I have it's made with like a stretch denim on the outside and a Duchess silk on the inside. So it has this kind of poshness, kind of like that disguise kind of looks rougher on the outside, but on the inside it's, you know, more plush. I got a mini pocket in there. I was told that would be a good idea for like lipstick or lighters or keys or small things. The main pocket. I got a cell phone pocket on the outside, which is kind of a cool. I don't know if you can see that. Being it all black, it makes it kind of hard to see it all. But and a little handle. But anyways, that's the project I'm working on. So hopefully I can get this off the ground and I can sell some. But it's my Sugar Skull clutch, I call it, or the Alexander Thomas. I'm gonna make some with and without the Alexander Thomas, so that we'll see if people resonate with which one people resonate with, if any. But we'll see. I'm in the beginning stages. They're not online yet. I'm gonna, over the next couple weeks, I'm gonna start just making an inventory of them, and then I'll put up an Etsy page. And I think I've already started a Facebook page for them, but I plan to do Facebook and Instagram are probably the places I'll start with the social for them, and then and see where it goes from there. So follow me on this journey. I'm doing something new and doing something different. So hopefully you'll be into it too. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. Check out the podcast. All the links, of course, will be in the description of this video. And until next time, hope you had a great 4th of July. I just, I did this all weekend. I didn't do any fireworks stuff. But thanks for joining. This is episode 60 of the Zim's Video Journal. Local Music Challenge. Check it out. #LocalmusicChallenge. Peace.